Hey guys, it's Taku. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. Today's topic is rewatching anime. Now, I assume that most of my followers here are going to be either here for my K-pop stuff or here for my manga stuff, but believe it or not, I do get my roots in anime. On my blog, I do mostly talk about anime, but I have been incorporating more of my other hobbies as the time has gone by. And so today I just wanted to share with you guys some of my favorites that I probably watch annually, let's be honest, since I started watching them. These are shows that I have clearly gotten my money's worth out of the DVD. Some of them I know have been watched 5 times at least. And if you guys like this, I can totally do a part 2 where I show off more. But let's just go ahead and get into it. Our first title needs no introduction. This is Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Now you're probably wondering, Taku, you're always complaining about time. You're always complaining about not having enough of it. How do you have the time to rewatch a 64 episode show? Yeah, the thing is, I don't, and I procrastinate so that I can rewatch things like Brotherhood. I love Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood so much. I did originally watch the early 2000s TV series, and I have that on Blu-ray over there. It's sitting on my shelf, but I do have the Brotherhood Blu-rays, and after I watched the original, I watched the film, and again, I liked it, but after I watched Brotherhood, I think everyone will agree that it really is something else. Brotherhood is sort of a rare beast of an anime, and I think that most people who watch it do end up liking Brotherhood, even if they're not anime fans. So another anime that I do like rewatching is one that I recently got for my birthday, which was in August, and this is SSSS Gridman. I love this anime so much. It's right up my alley, but at the same time, kind of far out of the ballpark for me. I don't really watch a whole lot of tokusatsu stuff. The most I have dabbled into is Shin Godzilla, and I did love Godzilla. But yeah, I'm really not one for giant monsters, and certainly the whole Super Sentai of just transforming, it's just not my thing, but I do make exceptions for shows like Gridman. I believe Gridman came out in 2018, correct me if I'm wrong, but ever since then, I have actually stream watched this, like rewatched it like twice or 3 times, and already if I have to like re-stream a show, that's probably a sign I should own the DVD. And so when the DVD came out, a family member picked it up for me and they gifted it to me, and I'm so happy to have Gridman in my life and on my shelf. I thought it was going to be a lot longer before I got to pick this up, but I am blessed with a very loving family, and so now I have SSSS Gridman, and I can enjoy it again and again and again. In fact, I've already rewatched the first couple episodes since getting this, so is this Gridman 4th time in a row? Let's do it. Oh my god, this is another title that needs no introduction, guys. This one's so good. This is Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann, and this is the DVD set that was released by Aniplex a long time ago. My story with Gurren Lagann. So I got into Gurren Lagann very late, like a decade later, I think. Anyway, I watched it for the first time on Crunchyroll, subbed. Absolutely loved it, but I did think it was a little weird. It wasn't one I was ever going to pick up because it was licensed by Aniplex and it cost an arm and a leg. But Gurren Lagann has this effect that draws you in after you've seen it. It's kind of played off as this kind of mindless, crazy action series, which is over-the-top animation and fight scenes, but there's something about it. There's got a timeless quality to it. And it's not one that I find in a lot of anime. I keep looking down because every time I look at this set, I'm just reminded of everything that is in this story that is much larger than life. It's the story really of us, of people. And I could go on and on about Gurren Lagann, but it was so nice that I've already reviewed it twice on my blog. So for those, I'll see if I can find links and put them below. But yeah, Gurren Lagann, I've already rewatched it this year. I showed it to my family members and they loved it. They thought it was really good. I think it'll be one, again, that after you've seen it once, it'll probably stick with them longer, and maybe a year from now, they will find themselves wanting to rewatch it. And I will be there for them, and so will this set. Like SSSS Gridman, this next title is a bit weird to have on a anime I rewatch list, but I do. This is Eden of the East. I don't know why. I have so many memories with this show. It was one of my first anime that was like a franchise, so it had like the series and then it has the films, which, unpopular opinion, the films are very good. Don't skip them. They are necessary for the story. They are so good. They are worth your time. The series has a great ending, but I think the films are where it's at. But this is the Funimation re-release of the set. It comes with this nice little slip here, and it's in this hard box, but it's got the movies as well as the series in it, and I think that's why I picked it up. I gave my old DVDs to a family member, and I upgraded to this set, and I have since watched it once already. But with my other DVDs, I've gotten 2 or 3 watches out of it. I don't know why I keep being drawn to Eden of the East. Now that I think about it, I know the story, I know what's gonna happen in it, but I don't know. I guess that's why I'm making this video, right? It's just to share the things I rewatch. Now, this last one, if you know me, I think even on YouTube, I have shared my love for this franchise, especially for the series, but I have talked endlessly on my blog about it. I have so many posts about it, so many tweets about it, retweets, just everything. I'm just obsessed with this series, and that is Neon Genesis Evangelion. Yes, the Holy Gospel itself. And you know what they say, you should read your Holy Scripture every night. But all joking aside, guys, I unironically love Neon Genesis Evangelion so much. I could sit here endlessly talking about how much I love any of these series, but I think especially Eva. It's no surprise that a lot of people like Eva. It means a lot of different things to a lot of different people, and I think that's the best part about it, is that some people will watch it and take really deep meaning from it, and then other people will watch it and they thought it was great for the action or the story. There was one tweet I read a long time ago that says like something like, if you watched Evangelion and you didn't really feel anything, it just means it wasn't for you. And that's a really good saying for a show like Eva. For a story like Eva's characters are so messed up. There's no getting around that part about it. But they are so very human as well. And kind of like Gurren Lagann, I think people do like write it off as being just, oh, it's got, you know, kids and robots and there's a lot of fighting. And then some people will say, oh, it's super dark and stuff like that. But I think more than either of those, it is just really philosophical. It digs deep. It's not afraid to make wounds and then reopen wounds and then stitch them back together and then reinvestigate those again. And so I respect Evangelion for a lot of things. I think ever since I watched it, 2015 now, I was late to the Eva game as well, but also included in my rewatch every time without fail, I rewatch the series. I do rewatch the end of Evangelion, and then I do watch all 3 rebuild films. I don't know why. I'm a creature of habit. What can I say? But I am still waiting for 3.0 plus 1.0. I'm waiting for it. Even though 2020 was supposed to be the year for it, it wasn't really the year for anything. But Evangelion will come around and finish, and when it is there, I will definitely be here to rewatch this box set and then go through the entire series again. This box set's really hard to pick up now. It is the Platinum Collection. I don't know if you can see here. Specifically, it's the Platinum Thin Pack Collection, and I think at the time I picked it up for like $70, which is still very expensive, but if you look for it now anymore, it's at least like a couple $100s. So yeah, it's a hard to find set, but definitely one worth having in your collection. So there you have it. Those are 5 anime that I rewatch probably every year. I don't know. It depends on the season. But these are definitely shows that I find myself coming back to either in thought or in rewatch. And I think it's good to rewatch your anime. I think it's good to not only buy the Blu-rays and support the industry that way, but the more you can get uses out of a single disc, I think the more happy and fulfilled you will be with owning that set in general. It will feel less like a Blu-ray on a shelf and more like a photo album of memories and stories that you can tell people and share your experiences with and recommend them to other people. Just like I recommend all 5 of these titles, guys, go watch them. They are so great. I love all of them. But that's gonna do it for me here. Definitely let me know in the comments what your go-to rewatch anime is, either when you're feeling down or you're wanting to be lifted up, or if you're just feeling a rewatch. I mean, sometimes it just hits, like Full Metal Alchemist. It just hits me for some reason. So yeah, definitely let me know what shows you like to rewatch, and let me know if you would like to see another video like this. I definitely have more titles on my shelf that I rewatch, probably more than I should. But that is gonna do it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and consider subscribing to stick around. For more of my musings, you can find me on Twitter at Takuto Anime Cafe. I also run a blog of the same name that I will leave in the description below. And you can also find me on Instagram at TakutoAC, where I post all kinds of anime, manga, and K-pop stuff on there. Thank you again so much for watching this video, and till next time.